Whoa.
Okay, this could be the start of something big. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, look.
You're walking along, you're at a party, or else you're alone and then you suddenly dig. You're looking at someone's eyes, you suddenly realize that this could be the start of something big. You're lunching at 21, watching your diet, declining a sharded booze, accepting a fig. When out of the clear blue sky, it's suddenly gal and guy, and this could be the start of something big. There's no controlling the unrolling of your fate, my friend. Who knows what's written in the magic book? But when a lover you discover at the gate, my friend, invite her in without a second look. You're up in an aeroplane, dining at Sardi's, or lying at Malibu, alone on the sand. You suddenly hear a bell, and right away you can tell that this could be the start of something grand. You're doing your income tax, or buying a toothbrush, or hurrying home because the hour is late. Then suddenly there you go, the very next thing you know is this could be the start of something great. You're having a snowball fight, picking up daisies, you're singing a happy tune, knocking on wood, when all of a sudden you look up and there's something new. And this could be the start of something good. Whoa! We may discover in a frightening flash, so keep your heart awake both night and day. Because the meeting may be fleeting as a lightning flash, and you don't want to keep your slip away. You're watching the sun come up, counting your money, or else in a dim cafe you're ordering wine. When suddenly there she is, you want to be where she is, and this could be the start of something. This must be the heart of something. This could be the start of something fine, so fine, so fine.
Let's hear it for your announcer for the evening, Gary Karp.
And from Atlanta, Georgia, the Deluxe Vaudeville Orchestra. Roger French, Bruce Plott, Tony Schiffelow, Andy Ford, and Philip Solomon. So, good evening and welcome to the International Jugglers Association 50th Anniversary Cascade of Stars. Wait, something's not right. I know. Here, let me do this again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the International Jugglers Association 50th Anniversary Cascade of Stars. Oh, yeah. That's much better. We are in for one amazing show. This is going to be a historical night, a night you'll never forget, A night that we kindly request you refrain from using flash photography during the performances. Thank you. Certainly there is going to be a lot of juggling, and there might even be a few surprises.
Essa é a história do ovo e da galinha. É doce, doce, doce como mel. Digo doce, doce, doce como fel. Doce, doce, doce como mel. Doce, doce, doce. É doce, doce, doce como mel. Eu digo doce, doce, doce como fel. Doce, doce, doce como mel. Doce, doce, doce. Você deveria adivinhar que atrás do samba havia o samba. Você deveria adivinhar que atrás do samba havia a África. Você deveria adivinhar que atrás de tudo havia o açúcar. Doce, doce, doce como mel. Eu digo doce, doce, doce como fel. Doce, doce, doce como mel. Doce, doce, doce. Não acredite, não tem mistério. Se o velho é novo, o novo é velho. É como o ovo e a galinha. Se a culpa é nossa, a culpa é minha.
Another invention by Fred Garbo. Wow. 50 years. 50 years ago, the vaudeville stage was coming to a close. And 50 years ago, a performer known as the Clown Prince of Juggling was afraid that the juggling arts might get lost behind those closed curtains. This one man imagined an organization to preserve the art of throwing things around. Thank you. And gave birth to this incredible group, fostering the proliferation of prop makers, of gatherings, and best of all, of jugglers, making nights like this possible. From the 8 founding fathers who signed the bylaws in 1947, the IJA has grown into this family of thousands. And so, the honor is mine tonight to present to you this one man who had his vision, and to bestow on him the IJA Award of Excellence. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our dear friend, the Clown Prince of Juggling himself, Art Jennings.
Is this any better? Good. Okay. Good evening and welcome to this momentous occasion. It's, I can't see any of you, but at the same time, I know you're out there. Welcome to the golden anniversary of the International Jugglers Association. It's also, thank you. It's also the golden anniversary of a dream. And I guess by now you know the dream of what you're doing right now. But even more than that, this is what was about 80 some years ago, that the dream started. You see, when I was a child, my parents operated a store on what is now Diamond Street, the Woolworth store, and so my babysitter was the Harris Vaudeville Theater across the street. What a wonderful start. What these performers, even as a child, I was amazed at the way one person or two could take a whole hundreds of people and make them laugh and make them forget their troubles. And so, what could be a better career? Now, in the mid-1930s, I was lucky enough to join that marvelous family. And then at that time, any standard act, and that was an act that had reached sort of a high level, and most of them were only 12 minutes long, vaudeville had reached sort of a peak. And a good act could come into a city like Pittsburgh and work for 6 to 8 months constantly. And at that time in this city, there were 27 theatrical agents keeping the acts busy. And then came the 40s, and the world changed. All of the world changed, and that included the world of show business. Because now, there were other things, and the movies were developing, and even the beginnings of radio. And so the places for performers to work were disappearing. And with that came rivalry. My best friends wouldn't talk to each other. They were scrambling for the work. And I was truly afraid that this beloved art might die. So, in the middle of the 40s, we formed this organization. We formed it right here in Pittsburgh over at the William Penn. Now, we'd tried to do it the year before in St. Louis, but would you believe we could not get 6 jugglers who thought it was a good idea? And we needed, according to Robert's Rules of Order, at least 8. So the International Brotherhood of Magicians was holding one of its conventions in the William Penn. And since I was involved with the International Brotherhood of Magicians local ring, which was Ring 13, we started advertising, if you will, in the linking ring, the official organ, for a juggler session at the William Penn Hotel Ballroom. And then we had some shows, and a marvelous, there were maybe 25 or 30, and incidentally, the Chiesa brothers came and were introduced as 2 kids that Bobby Jewell had met in the backyard. They wanted to show us what they can do. One of them juggled 10 rings made out of 1/4-inch plywood wrapped with adhesive tape. And the other one only juggled 9 rings. But he also bounced a ball on his head and whirled one ring on his foot at the same time. And so there was an inspiration. So 2 older men, Jack Green and Harry Lind, and then 3 more of my contemporaries, Roger Montandon, he'd already grown older, Shorty Dunham, George Barvinchek. That's all right. I skip it every once in a while. I mentioned Roger. Anyway. Well, you know, nothing can be done by itself. While I may have been the spark, Roger Montandon published a paper called Juggler's Bulletin, and without Roger, it would have never happened, because he knew the names of almost the whole history. And you can check with Roger. I think in the world at that time in history, there may have been 1,000 people who could juggle. Sort of changed, hasn't it? And so we formed right in the William Penn coffee shop to create an organization dedicated to the preservation and promotion of the art of juggling, and to promote friendship between jugglers. Juggling didn't die. It has flourished far beyond anything any of us ever dreamed. So, dear friends, thanks for all you've done. Nobody does it alone. Sit back and be prepared to see some of the greatest jugglers in this world. Showtime.
1996 IJA singles champion Greg Kennedy. And now, your host for tonight, an IJA favorite, a Tonight Show regular, and a former writer for the NBC series Seinfeld. Put your hands together, take them apart, and do this repetitively. Mr. Pat Hazel.
Thank you so very much, Peggy. All right, teach me how to do something in sign. It's going to be difficult with you talking to them. Well, I know. How about if I do? This is just in the event that I start signing, she'll have to start talking. Watch. Let's see how she handles it. You gotta, you say it for the other people so they can hear.
I love you.
See? All right. So that's how it works. She will be here all night for those of you that are interested in the signing portion of the show at any time. If you lose your interest in juggling, look to the ceiling, and they've got half-dressed women. We've got something for everybody. I apologize. I missed the signal for that. I came in late. I got in really late last night. I flew in. IJA sent me here courtesy of UPS Airlines. And did anybody have trouble finding the Byam Theater here? You know the address? Drive downtown and start looking. You know. And those of you who are parked in the parking garage across the street, you should leave now. Just planning. I have a question for the jugglers. Why do people who buy VW vans feel that it's necessary to live in them? I think it's a cool thing, but everything they have is in the van. And then, have you ever seen it with the little 2-inch extension roof? What, like we think there's a second story on the place or something? Honey, I'm going up to get the fishing license. And there's a tennis ball on the trailer hitch. What is that? Your van is packed so full, you have no room for the dog, I guess. So if you put that on the trailer hitch, you figure the dog will follow you on the vacation. I have something that I think you'll be interested in, a way to significantly reduce your grocery bills every time you shop. All right, I hear you. This is the barcode for 14 cents, okay? I Xeroxed it onto sticker paper. You peel them up one at a time and stick them over the existing barcode as you're shopping. Everything is 14 cents. Fruit cocktail, 14 cents. Frozen turkey, boop, 14 cents. Here's my impression of a juggler looking for an apartment. All right. I would like to take this time to acknowledge somebody in the audience, so maybe if we could have one of our spot operators pick this person up. He is one of the greatest and most inventive jugglers of our time. He is a poet among jugglers. He is Sergei Ignatov, who is amongst us tonight. Could you stand? Thank you, sir. The passing zone said yesterday there was nothing you could say about him, but I think you can call Sergei Ignatov one ring short of a dozen anytime you want. What? That's a high praise. Now, I would like to I wanted to juggle, but I didn't have anything, and I don't really have any skill, so I thought I would improvise something if I could get the cooperation of the theater staff. Jill, on the spotlight over here, if you could just bring your spot down to reasonable size for me. A little bit smaller I can handle. That, right there. And Dave, if you'll do the same on this side for me, we'll give a little go at something. Now, keep in mind You know what? If you've got any music that an act didn't use yesterday or something, that'd spice this up quite a bit. Here we go. Here we go. A little more difficult, a little more advanced. All right, let's hear it for Jill and Dave on the spotlights. All right, we have an unbelievable show, jam-packed, so we will start right away. Our first performer, Dr. Stardust, was the People's Choice Award last year, and this year he welcomes you to an ongoing seminar of his latest laboratory creations. Please welcome Dr. Stardust.
Well, get your notebooks out and your calculators ready. This is Advanced Atomic Engineering 909. My name's Dr. Stardust. We'll be beginning this semester with the lesson that we left off last semester with our discussion of the hydrogen atom. As you'll recall from last semester, the hydrogen atom is characterized by the single positively charged proton in the nucleus. More than 90% of the atoms in the universe are hydrogen atoms, but today we're going to be talking about a rare isotope of the hydrogen atom that not only has the positively charged proton in the nucleus, but also the neutrally charged dense particle, the neutron. Together, the proton and the neutron stick together in the nucleus to form the deuteron. The deuteron is usually accompanied by the negatively charged electron orbiting around it. Now let's see what happens as we add a second negatively charged electron. With two negatively charged electrons and only one positively charged proton, the atom becomes energetically unstable and the proton becomes activated. This energetic instability tends to make the atom undergo phase changes. At higher levels of excitement, these phase changes happen in rapid succession. Sometimes almost causing fission. These phase changes, in turn, tend to act on one of the electrons and actually changes the direction of its spin. There you go. Okay, listen to this part. Scientists have studied this form of the atom and found it to be dangerous to human health. In order to reduce the risk, some scientists have suggested allowing the electrons to drop to a lower valence shell and actually change the orientation of their orbit. Alternatively, some theoretical physicists have hypothesized if the proton is activated to an extremely high level, then in rare instances, the electrons will pass directly between the proton and the neutron. Shall we put this hypothesis to the test? Okay. It always helps if every time we have the subatomic collision of the proton with the neutron, you let out a big clap. Notice how slowly these subatomic collisions are happening. Okay, here we go.
Dr. Stardust! Well, I heard a ad on the radio. I don't know if you hear it in the area you're from, but it goes, do you or someone you love feel sad, hopeless, and lack motivation? Well, if so, you may qualify for a clinical study on depression. You may qualify. Now, if you're sad, hopeless, and lack motivation, and you don't qualify, how are you going to deal with this kind of rejection? It's going to be kind of difficult. You enjoying Pennsylvania? I drove by the Amish Museum of Progress the other day, and no, it still isn't open. But in there they have a sickle and a button and a spoon for the grand opening. And as soon as they accept the hinge, they can open the doors. Okay, at this point, I want you to remember there are two kinds of jugglers in the world. There are the kinds that drop, and there are Arsene and Waldo. Arsene and Waldo. All right, I see a few of them. Is this one of Greg Kennedy's lost silicone? You know, as soon as somebody loses something that's worth $40, are you all right? There was 6 of them. You see him doing those 6? That's 10 with the humidity. All right, are these also his then, right there? All right. I'm just been asked to retrieve. So I will set these aside here. In the meantime, how does it feel to be among, I would guess that everybody in here was one of the biggest show-offs in their class. I mean, amongst being great manipulators and anti-gravity fighters and so forth, I think that show and tell probably meant a lot more to everybody here than it did to anyone else in the world. In fact, I would say that show and tell is the thing that separates man from ape. It's a very weak theory, but just go with me on it. Because when you think about it, apes can show, but they can't tell. They can hold up a banana, but they can't go, I'm looking for more of these. So, and really it's only show and tell for the person up there. For everybody else, it's basically look and listen, right? In fact, it teaches us 2 valuable things. Show and tell teaches us how to brag and how to covet our neighbor's goods. Because that's what people are doing. I got one of these, you're never getting one. Oh, I'm getting one. If I have to kill you to take that one. I have in my pocket something that as a kid I brought for show and tell. It was one of the world's most dangerous toys. It's a set of clackers. You remember these? These were dangerous enough you could hold a 7-Eleven up with these. All right, I'm not kidding you. I'm going to a full clack. Let's go. Big gulp, the jerky, everything. Nobody moves. All right, hold on. Of course, the full clack will bring back memories. Very evocative sound. She's 6. You don't need to go with the rally. She's just clapping for the fun of it. Okay. And you know, every turn ended the same way. Big blue knobs on your forearm. Friends with their larynx knocked out. Patch over the optic nerve. It's my turn. I waited. I waited. I lost mine walking to school. Whacked myself on the collarbone. Let them fly. They got wrapped around the power line. It's tough enough to walk to school every day. You don't need to see one of your toys hanging from a power line. Oh. Those are my clickers. No, those are my clickers. Right there next to your bat kite. Let's go up and get them. That's your plan. You're skipping school the next day. You are going to shinny up a telephone pole, grapple out on the line. As long as no one makes a phone call, you won't get electrocuted. You think if somebody dials the phone, you're going to drop. Chances are it's going to be your dad calling the fire department. Yeah, my son's having nothing. He's down. All right. Ready to move on? We're all set up backstage. Our next performer, it is a nice treat because we are catching him on his way to Tokyo, Japan, to be the featured character in a show called Tango Buenos Aires. Ladies and gentlemen, from the mind of Michael Menez. Michael Manette. Now we want to take up a collection for Michael Menez's chiropractor. You see, that's not funny. All right. Well, let me see what we have in common here. How many people remember the jingle for Jiffy Pop popcorn? Because Jiffy Pop, the magical treat, as much fun to make as it is to eat. Right. But it really wasn't that much fun to make. Frankly, it was kind of dangerous. Because if you didn't burn your hand on that heat-conducting wire when you're shaking it over the stove, then you would get scalded by a searing jet of steam when you poke your fork into the foil dome. Volcano of steam blasting away your 7-year-old face. You have to cool yourself down. We would always want pop. My mom would say, too much sugar and pop. Make yourself a pitcher of Kool-Aid. She wasn't hip to the recipe on Kool-Aid. Thin packet of flavor crystals to a heaping cup of sugar. And I'm in charge of making it. So that's not going to be enough. Bless you. So we would make it. It wouldn't even dissolve. Giant clumps of sugar. Woo, chunky style. Ooh, We would freeze it in ice trays with toothpicks sticking out of it. Woohoo! Once you discovered you could freeze stuff in an ice tray, it was a new world. Juice, soup. We're making soup sickles. We're going crazy. Okay, we are ready to continue. Our next act is at his first IJA convention. It is his first trip to the United States of America. He comes to us by way of Bristol, England. You have to see this act to believe it. Please welcome Rod Laver. Ron Laver. Evidence of a misspent youth. Unlimited ping pong balls and no ping pong table. That's where that act came from. So how is everyone here? Yeah? That's good. Any questions about how any of it's done? Look at that's what I like about jugglers. You know, I know you've been taking shots at the magicians. I'm with you on the magicians' conventions. I've been to them, and all they do is talk about the tricks they used to do. They sit on the couch, I used to do, and they try to top each other all the time. At a juggling convention, if you top someone, you better show it, you know? You know, people, you'll notice that they talk about they've seen people who've done more. Have you ever had somebody, oh, I saw a guy do 6 on horseback. And then somebody, oh, I saw 7 underwater. I saw, you know, people can talk about what they saw. But at magicians' convention, all they do, of course, they purchase it, and then they practice the pattern that's written there before them. In India, I got this rope, and if you have a small Hindu boy, you can climb up. And then, you know. So our next act have our 2-time champions of the team competition. Together, between them, they have gone to some 23 conventions. They are Daniel Holzman and Barry Friedman. You know them better as the Raspini Brothers.
Thank you so much. Pat, you mind? Just come on out here, Pat, because
Honorary
Pat Hazel
Raspini.
doing a great job emceeing, yes?
Thank you. Yeah. What do you want me?
But no matter what, he hasn't done any juggling. We want to help him with that. We figured something out that'll really make him the top attraction in tonight's show, even as far as juggling goes. Dan's going to set him up with something. But we went to the Rochester RIT Juggling Festival a few months ago. Very fun. Man, great people and a good time. But I started to tell a story on stage there, and then I forgot. I didn't get back to finishing it. Okay. So I just thought I'd save it for the IJ convention. And it works in well because a lot of people the other day in a workshop asked, what's it like traveling with you guys? Are there any short stories you could share? I thought of a really good one that's kind of put into character my partner Daniel. He was in O'Hare Airport. We were connecting on a flight out to New York. And let's see, how did it work? Oh, yes. I went up to the urinal, but, wait, I'm sorry. No, he went into a stall. And he went into a stall, and he started making noises. And all the people at the urinal next to me are horrified, and they didn't know I knew him. And all of a sudden he starts yelling top of his lungs, "It burns! Oh God, it burns!" Sorry, you all right, Dan?
I volunteered to be an honorary.
But no matter what, he hasn't done any juggling. We want to help him with that. We figured something out that'll really make him the top attraction in tonight's show, even as far as juggling goes. Dan's going to set him up with something. But we went to the Rochester RIT Juggling Festival a few months ago. Very fun. Man, great people and a good time. But I started to tell a story on stage there, and then I forgot. I didn't get back to finishing it. So I just thought I'd save it for the IJ convention. And it works in well because a lot of people the other day in a workshop asked, what's it like traveling with you guys? Are there any short stories you could share? I thought of a really good one that's kind of put into character my partner Daniel. He was in O'Hare Airport. We were connecting on a flight out to New York. And let's see, how did it work? Oh, yes. I went up to the urinal, but, wait, I'm sorry. No, he went into a stall. And he went into a stall, and he started making noises. And all the people at the urinal next to me are horrified, and they didn't know I knew him. And all of a sudden he starts yelling top of his lungs, "It burns! Oh God, it burns!" Sorry, you all right, Dan?
I volunteered to be an honorary Raspini brother for this. All right, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
I guess that's a good story. Okay, you ready? This is great. This is going to help Pat out.
Oh, yeah.
Ready? Here we go, Dan. I'll be over here. Here we go.
part of the Raspini reunion there. All right. And Sarah goes unnoticed, but she's been working real hard. Let's give her a big round of applause. Our next act has been on the Late Night with David Letterman show. He comes to us by way of the Windy City, and he is the one and only Andy Head.
Sit in the city, jumping with my boss, sit in the city, Mr. President of the DJ committee. We're gonna be up all night, get moody. We want you to spin the sounds from the city, for down in the land that's real, real pretty. Make everything go real crazy over Jay-Z. Make everything go real crazy over Jay-Z. Play everything cool for me and my baby. We don't wanna think we're listening too lazy. It's gotta be Pressburg cheering on the bass. The lights are set right clear on the 80, let it roll.
Outcoming props. Not running any camera on me? Look at it. It's because there's no sound. Maybe I could do something that doesn't require sound. You're saying go ahead? All right. Now, I understand you, a little poetry might be in order. So I kid. Just 'cause I came in like, this is a short poem. Oh, that sound. I know. I wrote it when I was in the third grade talent show. There once was a poet named Pat who was a terrible poet at that. And when folks asked him why, he was apt to reply, I don't know, I guess I just get too many words in that last sentence. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a momentous occasion in this 50th IJA convention. It is a reunion of three people that have been apart for 6 years. Peter Davidson, Keziah Tenenbaum, and John Held. They are Air Jazz, and they are here to present Banana. Jazz, great. Cheer, Jazz. Let's hear it again for him. Our next performer is known throughout the world of magic as a performer, a collector, and a writer. He has recently performed at the London Palladium. You may remember him from his appearance at the IGA convention in Las Vegas, 1995. Please put your hands together for a friend of mine, Mike Caveney.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening. Big show tonight. Got to get right to work. But I can't really start work without first a cup of coffee. You know the feeling, of course. Now, I should explain, I take my coffee with a little cream, with a couple of sugars, and I have my own special way of stirring it all up. Not such good seats after all, huh, folks? And I prefer it with some music. If we got some music back there, Greg, anything would help. That'll do.
You date a girl and find out later she smells just like a percolator. Her perfume was made right on the grill. Why, they could percolate the ocean in Brazil. And when their ham and eggs need savor, coffee ketchup gives them flavor. Coffee pickles way outsell the dill. Why, they put coffee in the coffee in Brazil. No tea, no tomato juice, you'll see. No potato juice. The planters down in Santa's all say no, no, no. So you'll add to the local color, serving coffee with a cruller. Dunkin' doesn't take a lot of skill. They've got an awful lot of coffee, an awful lot of coffee. Man, they got a gang of coffee in Brazil.
That's a good cup of mud. Why do people do that when they drink coffee? They always go, ah. Did you get that, Peggy? I'd like to see you sign that one more. Ah. Nice phrasing, don't you think? Well done. All right. Well, I'm ready to go to work now, and in order to do that, I'd like to show you a simple little trick. And as you all know, little magic requires absolutely no rehearsal. To do that, I'm going to need the assistance. I'm going to need the assistance of someone from the audience. Looking for just the right sport. I need someone with a coat on, actually. There's a gentleman seated right there in the second row. Yes, sir, right there. Would you help me out? Round of applause for a good sport, if you will. He races to the great stage. The stage right here. There he is. Come right over here, if you would. Thank you for abiding by the strict public show dress code. And you are?
Bob Tyson.
You are? Don Tyson, absolutely correct. Don, this is our audience. Audience, Don. See that, Don? They love you. Now, Don, I have selected you out of these many thousands of people because you had the foresight to bring this jacket with you, and I need to borrow a jacket in this experiment. I'm hoping I can use yours. What do you say?
No.
Okay, good enough. So could you slide out of the coat? I normally would use my own coat, but it doesn't always work. All right, I will take this coat from you. Take this coat from you. You hop up there in the seat of honor. Make yourself comfortable. Let's see what we have here tonight, friends and neighbors. Suits are us. It's a perfect garment for our experiment. All right, Don, good. Oh, knees on the feet on the front, good. Knees together, knees together. Show business. Hold on right here, Don. Right here. Right here. Right hand here, Don. Right. You're not from around here, are you, Don? Where are you from, Don?
Pontiac, Michigan.
Sorry?
Michigan.
No, I heard you. I'm just sorry. It's a Michigan boy. All right. Left hand goes just like a bullfighter holds his cape. Eyes straight ahead. Pretend like you're having fun. Now, first of all, I want to thank Don for coming up here to help me demonstrate the ancient and seldom seen art of hypnotism. Now, most of you people probably think that in order to become a hypnotist requires years and years of constant practice and study. Well, recently, I have discovered that after only a couple evenings of trial and error, The basics of hypnosis can be learned by any idiot. Allow me to demonstrate. Don, I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. As I do, you will fall into a deep hypnotic trance. You'll hear nothing, you'll see nothing, you'll know nothing. Kind of like being back in Pontiac. Don. I'm just kidding. Straight ahead. 5, 4, your eyelids are getting heavy. 3, 2, buckle my shoe, 1, sleep. Don has fallen into a deep hypnotic trance. To prove my complete control over him, Don looked me in the eye. Like a robot, he obeys my every command. As further proof, I am going to attempt an experiment. A simple experiment using a small square of newspaper, this pair of scissors that is capable of cutting through any substance known to man, except for this little plastic wristband. And Don's coat. Now, what I thought I'd do is take these scissors, run them right through the back of the coat like this. You'll see them come ripping through right around here. Not you, sleep. Would you like to see that? Yeah. All right. Now, I think it's interesting to note that under normal circumstances, this would enrage the owner of the coat. But because Don is in a deep cataleptic trance, he'll find this whole thing rather laughable. He's out like a light. All right, hold on tight. Hold on good and tight. Right here. Right here. Watch the scissors go right through the middle of the coat like that. Notice the only expression on his face is one of amusement. Of course, the blade of those scissors, they make only a tiny hole in the material. It's true. It's when I pull the handle of the scissors through the lining, you'll actually hear the material as it mends itself back together. Listen to the magic. Oops. Oh, bummer. Deep asleep. I got hung up on the lining. I can fix that. A little extra squeeze is all it takes. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that coat is just as good as new. It worked! Well, I better get Don out of this trance before... Yeah, Don, you got a hole in your pocket you didn't tell me about. Stopped off at Bob Burns on the way down here for dinner, huh there, buddy boy? Don't worry about it. Everybody does it, Don. Don't worry. One lousy spoon, they do the same thing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Down there, buddy boy. Looks like you got a match set there, Don. What is this, service for 8? This is more than just a hobby with you, isn't it, Don? Well, I guess that's everything. Whoa. This guy's got everything in there but the kitchen sink. You didn't expect the kitchen sink to fall out of there. Whoa. Well, Don, I'm kind of surprised you didn't pick up a nice water pitcher just to complete the... I stand corrected, my friend. Well, Don, I got to hand it to you. You do set quite a table there. Mind if I serve dinner? All right, we'll start off with a little soup cocktail right there. That's it. Come on down there, Don. Thanks for helping. Let me see the man for Don. Big hand, doing good sport. It's my new best friend. Thanks a lot, Don. That's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
A magician and not a bad guy. Well, as the curtain's going down and we're cleaning that up, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself, from the Midwest myself, Omaha, Nebraska. Thank you. Yeah! Did you ever have to wear bread bags on your feet when you walk to school? In the Midwest, we had weather there. And if it would rain or drizzle, my mom would put her socks on, you know, Wonder Bread bag, Roman meal bag, shoes on top of that. I'm not proud of it, you know, it just happened. So if we didn't have enough bread bags available, we'd be sitting at the breakfast table slamming 9 or 10 pieces of toast. Oh, can't go to school, I have a tummy ache. There were 6 kids in my family, 5 raincoats, pouring rain. My dad cuts a hole in the twister tarp. I have to wear this to school as a poncho. He figures it matches the bread bags, right? So I'm waddling in the puddles, right foot red, left foot green. Got the cardboard spin over my head, just trying to stay dry. Other kids got their feet and hands up on me. If it was raining the next day and we forgot the twister tarp or the raincoat, have to wear a big green Glad bag over our body with a hole cut out for the head and the arms, tied off at the waist. God forbid you fall asleep at the curb waiting for the school bus. Trash truck comes along, picks you up and hauls you off to the city school. Oh, stop it. Oh, cities. Oh. I never got to skip a day of school because my mother was a nurse. Anybody here have a parent in the medical profession? Yeah? And you didn't get to skip school at all, did you? They had no sympathy for you. No matter what you complain about, they've always seen something worse. I would say to my mom, well, you know, I can't go to school, I have a fever. She's seen some guy with a severed head drive himself to the hospital. Emergency room, please. I hear you. And if it wasn't that, it was a great deal of Catholic guilt. I can't go to school, I have a tummy ache. Well, Jesus was nailed to the cross and he didn't complain. Well, he didn't ride our bus. Okay, we are going to close out this half of the show with a traditional act. And let me just tell you that following this act, we will go immediately to a 15-minute intermission. And if you are ready, the tradition is to close out with a unique experience by John Held and the John Held Dancers. Rachel and Peggy. Everybody get in. Get settled.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, get down and get funky. All right. Oh, that's murmuring. That's official show business murmur. Hubbub. Walla, as they call it. And the doors are closing. It's a good opportunity to tell you about Amway. All right. We're ready to... Sir, could you button your shirt? Button your shirt. You know, the lady, she's trying to sign and you're distracting her with all the chest hair. Just, if you could just... All right. We are going to start off the second act as a way, with all of the juggling in the first act. In the interest of high culture, we have a classical musical interlude from the professor of musicology at Columbus Conservatory. Put your hands together for Dave Kaplan.
I'd like to perform a selection from The Wizard of Oz. There's more.
Oh, more.
Last time I did this was for the Highway Patrol. Maestro?
Share with you a moment in all of our lives that I think is one of the biggest fears you have, which is your fear of becoming your parents. And then it's most, I guess, obvious to me when I go home to visit my parents that when they tell a story, there is no information in it. I'll go home and my mom will say, "What's the name of that actress? She's in a movie." She's an actress in a movie. She's married to that singer that has a song. Their last name sounds like that boy that you went to school with, whose mom works at the place selling those things. Nothing! No information. It's her story, and she has no facts to back it up. I say, come to the party with something. When we try to pick out a movie with my parents, they cannot get the movies correct. They have a dimmer switch on very low, so it's always close, but it's like, we're going to go see Sleeveless in Seattle. You know, Gymnastic Park has a sequel coming out, you know. They're constantly throwing away, you know, they try to order a Glengarry Glen Ross from the video store, and I hear my mom on the phone saying, do you have Glen Campbell, Glen Close? You know, it's 2 Glens, she's satisfied. My dad makes no effort at all. When the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was hot, he goes, what's the deal on the sewer frogs? Not a word, not a symbol, nothing at all alike. They can read it wrong right out of the paper. What do you think Pet Seminary is? I don't know. Cats in the Priesthood. It doesn't say that. Pulp Friction. Read it again, you know. One letter can make the difference. The difference between Lawrence of Arabia and Lawrence of Arcadia is unbelievable. And my mom throws away terms that she hasn't ever heard of, like cinematography. She doesn't know what that means. She heard it on the Oscars. She'll say, oh, the cinematography is beautiful. It's so beautiful. She thinks it means scenery. We discovered this on a trip to the Grand Canyon. She'd go, oh, would you look at the cinematography down there? Okay, we are prepared to continue, and we have a very, very special treat. This being the International Jugglers Association. We have an international act here tonight to perform a great ritual for us. It is the 13th generation of Kozan Kogami family to perform a dance that is, in the past, was only performed for the shoguns. It is usually a ceremony of congratulations and good luck, and it is a way of ridding the person of bad luck and their devils. So they have chosen this specifically for the 50th anniversary as a way of offering the IJA happiness, hope, and good luck. It is performed in 5 parts, and I will just briefly describe that so you'll understand it. The first part is a fan sequence, which is a way of cleaning and exorcising the stage of all of its demons. The second part is a way of exorcising the audience and cleaning the audience, which we are going to need some of that. The third and fourth sequence will reveal themselves to you, and the fifth sequence and final sequence is a way of offering good luck to the IJA. Please welcome the Kozan Kagami family in Lion Dance. Once again, with the lucky line dance, the Kazan Kagame family. We now have a special presentation, and I would ask you to welcome to the stage Sharon Jacobs.
As we sit here celebrating the 50th anniversary of the International Jugglers Association, let's remember how festivals used to be. It was a smaller, more casual affair. Many here remember when the whole festival took place in one hall. Special guest stars were almost unheard of. Things are much different now. Today, the festival is a grand event to attend. The energy runs high. It is easy to be inspired when juggling's greatest legends are at our sides. Yes, there are a lot of people here. There is a lot to organize and a lot to do. The list goes on and on. But for 8 years, our festival coordinator, Ginny Rose, has been bringing it all together for us. She has brought a professionalism to this event which didn't exist before. She has created an environment which allows us to really get down to what we come here to do. Enjoy juggling, meet old and new friends, and leave inspired. Since Ginny has been festival coordinator, the stars have come. Stars like Ignatov and Montego. Ginny would be the first to say she doesn't do this alone. Her dedicated festival team, too numerous to mention, is behind her all the way. When we realize there are 1,200 people here, all having a good time, with all the details taken care of, it must be said that Ginny Rose is one hell of a juggler. Ginny Rose.
All right. Well, we continue. All right, Bob.
Pat, how you doing?
Juggler Bob.
Pat, you're
What
looking
are you
great.
doing here?
I'm on my way to the beach.
All right. Cutting through the theater to go to the beach, huh?
They showed me a shortcut right through here.
And what's this? What's this all?
Well, gee, Pat, while you're here, I want to make sure I pack my lunch properly.
the milk in there are? 2%. And now, to continue our second act, another hallucination from the mind of Michael Menez. Okay, somebody have a baby here? I'm teasing. I'm kidding. What does he want? What is he crying about?
He wants more of Ginny Rose.
More of Ginny Rose, all right. All right, it looks like the moving company has just about got what we need out here. One more thing. We'll just, I guess I could share with you that I saw on the news, you know at the end they always say who they are, where they're at, what they're doing? Like Wolf Blitzer, CNN, the Pentagon. What if regular people had to do that when they left their jobs? Tom Diesner, JCPenney, the shoe department. If you shoot a mime in the forest, does it make a sound? Oh, please. Yesterday you hated mimes, today you love them. What? Make up your minds. I cannot follow you. All right. All right, thank you. That's all the applause I'm going to get on that joke. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, a resident of Standersville, Virginia. He's performed in India, Nepal, Madagascar, and other exotic locales where they have no idea what he's talking about. David Vanderveer.
Thank you, thank you. No, only if you mean it. Thanks a lot, all right. All right. Thank you very much. Anybody need a light? All right. No, actually, I'm going to show you. I have two quick tricks to show you guys. The first trick, I do need the assistance of somebody here in the audience. I need a real big guy to help me out. Somebody very brave. Somebody unafraid to place their head in a flushing toilet. Bob, huh? Who out there wants to see Bob? There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Nickerson, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Bob, if you would just stand right over here, Bob. Right over here, actually facing center stage, if you would, Bob. Bob, there we go. All right, if you would just hold the mallard duck about waist height. All right. Now, what I'm going to do here with Bob's help is test my skill as a unicyclist and trick shooter simultaneously. All right, Bob, I know what you're thinking. There is some risk involved, so I'm going to ask that you wear the sweat-proof blindfold. This will prevent the bullet from penetrating the skull. I think I got extra large. All right. Here we go. Just place the mallard duck on the head there, Bob. All right, Bob, can you breathe? No. It's all right. Don't worry. It'll be fine. There we go. Now, Bob, it's very important that you remain very calm and very still during this entire portion of the show, as if your life depended upon it, because it does. Now, what I'd like you guys to do is count down from 10 all the way to 0, at which point I will fire the gun and pop Bob in the head without harming the duck. Oh, 1 second. Sometimes she's a little skittish when you first try to mount her. All right, these jokes aren't for everybody. Obviously, for some of you. This is very painful. Doing a lot better, though, since I got over that yeast infection. All righty, here we go, everybody. From 10. Susie, on the cycle. Here we go. 10. That was great. That was really good. No, actually, ooh, nice cleavage, Bob. No. Actually, before I do this trick, I can warn you guys, please do not attempt to shoot balloons off the head of another human being. Get Bob to try it. No, but really, I am a trained professional. The trick I'm about to attempt has taken many years of strict discipline and practice. Not to mention the loss of my dear old grandpa. No, he was a minister, my grandpa. He was also dyslexic. Spent most of his life wondering if there really is a dog. All right, don't get an attitude. Bob, you farted, didn't you? You're not in a real good position to be pissing me off here, Bob. I'm going to have to shoot you now. Here we go. Let's take it from 10, everybody. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bob, ladies and gentlemen. You okay, Bob? Yep. Yeah. Bob, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot, Bob. Appreciate it. Thanks. You're a real friendly guy. Bob, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, next, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the next generation in juggling technology. That's right, the amazing new prototype T4000 Jugglematic, a machine that's going to revolutionize the entertainment industry in generations to come. The T4000 Jugglematic, besides being faster, stronger, and more sober than your average nightclub juggler, can also outperform them 3-to-1. In a recent survey, we found that your typical dyslexic preschooler prefers the T4000 Jugglematic over your average hack juggler 5-to-1. Next, I'm working on a prototype mechanical audience. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but in the near future, you may be replaced. I'd like to give you a quick demonstration, so if you would please stand by while I engage the T4000's initial primary aqua-cooled turbo thruster unit. Now, if you notice in my left hand, I'm holding the catch or intake, technically referred to as a funnel-shaped vacuum-sucking orifice. Now, if you notice, as I lift the funnel-shaped vacuum-sucking orifice, the automated gravity detection circuit senses the movement, which releases the projectiles into the turbine wind chamber, at which point they're charged, synchronized, and exposed from the machine through our patented space-age PVC diamond drill barrel. A unique material so durable it's guaranteed for 13 generations, never to rust, peel, scratch, bend, crack, burn, melt, pop, scar, freeze, snap, bust, chink, crash, split, or break. And for those of you holding lottery tickets this time, you want to check your numbers. I have a 417-269. Is there a winner in the house? Sorry, too bad, but thank you for playing, and hope you play again real soon. And there we have it, the next generation of juggling technology, the amazing new prototype T4000 Jugglematic. And now to demonstrate the amazing ease, flexibility, and accuracy of the T4000 Jugglematic. Let's take Pat here, for example. Probably not a bright man. But with the amazing new prototype T4000 Jugglematic, even a complete moron can look like a Gold Cup performer with little or no difficulty. All right, so Pat, actually, if you just want to hold the vacuum-sucking orifice in your left hand, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and engage the T4000's initial primary aqua-cooled turbo thruster unit. Just put your right hand on the barrel, and now, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, how simple and easy. Okay, you want to lift your funnel-shaped vacuum-sucking orifice, Pat, and just keep this down there. As you can see, how easy and simple, ladies and gentlemen. All right, keep your sucking orifice up. Okay. All right, just try to catch a few of them there, Pat. Okay, keep your sucking orifice up. All right. All right, that's fine, Pat. Obviously needs some work. Let's give him a big hand there, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
David Vanderveer.
Thank you.
Hopefully that lawsuit with the Floby Corporation will work out for him. All right. That's the thing. I could have stuck my head in that and gotten a haircut. All right. Well, not only can I sense that you're tired, because you're looking at me like I'm the last pick in gym class, but it's like, we don't want this guy. You take him. We're not taking him. We get an extra out if we take him. Anyway. But I do know that I'm among people that always try to find a personal challenge. I mean, jugglers probably pride themselves when they catch the soap before it hits the floor in the shower. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm hot, you know. And it is funny, even everyday people do that. I noticed most men try to read the wattage off a light bulb without turning off the lamp. A little challenge you want to overcome, you know. Oh, that's got to be a 125. Honey, I can get them to 100, but that's unbelievable. Women do it when they vacuum, be 2 or 3 rooms away from where you've plugged in the vacuum. Why waste steps going back? Firm two-handed grip on that cord. Little bit of nature's hip action. Hoo-ha! 3 rooms away, bending the prongs as they fly out of the outlet. Sockets hanging loose. Kids are in the hallway, ducking the cord. Mom's in the living room, saving time. We've all tried to read a song off a record album without turning off the turntable on the stereo. I don't know. Side A. How many times have you tried to take a pen cap off with your teeth, make a note to yourself, recap it on your face? The only blind spot on the human body, you're coming towards your retina with a pointed ink pen. How often have you wrestled with the last piece of ice in a plastic cup? It's not even a full piece of ice. It's a half a piece of ice. It will not dislodge itself. It taunts you. You will bang on your own face at this point. Forget the rest of the drink. That has the power to quench my thirst. This one may save your life. I'm telling you, I used 2 Q-tips at one time the other day. Not in one ear, I'm not an idiot. So 2 ears, I don't know. I was thinking the double swab, you know, the super fast. I don't know how much time I thought I was saving, but you've never done this because you're laughing. Let me tell you, when you get 2 Q-tips going in opposite ears, it's the most excruciating pain you will ever experience. Those things hit the center right there, you know, and boom. I mean, your motor skills go. They're like 2 barbells, you know. It'll drop you to your knees faster than a Catholic wedding, you know. Just. And you're laughing. You're going to try it, aren't you? Don't try it. It's going to make an ugly crime scene when they find you naked on your bathroom floor, 2 Q-tips sticking out of your head. There's detectives wandering around trying to find the cause of death. I don't see any bullet holes, no stab wounds, no traces of poison of any kind. He couldn't have been stupid enough to put 2 Q-tips. Somebody chalk an outline around this guy, and they'll do the whole thing, too. Okay, our next act is a very unique and a very individual thinker. He is here to present a piece called Impersonate Yourself. Would you give a rousing round of applause to Jay Gilligan? There you go.
This side is now over. Please fast forward to the other side.
She smiled at you, boy. I've grown so close to you, boy, and you just grown, boy. She said, come over, she smiled at you, boy. Let your feelings slip, boy, but never your mask, boy. Random bioidentity, random blonde boy, blonde country, blonde identity. You are my drug, boy, a real boy. Speak to me, boy. God forbid I'm cranking, boy. You get red, boy, big time, boy. I said bad, boy. Babes and babes and babes and babes and babes and remembering nothing, boy. Do you like my tin on, boy? You get ready like an angel. Shouting, mega white thing, mega white thing, mega white thing, mega shouting, mega white thing, mega white thing. So many things to see and do, and to hold true. Block going back around food, mega going back around food. Mama, you having fun on your way to a new tension
Jay Gilligan. How you doing? We are moving. I promise you we are moving. There's just a few things left, and they're outstanding. This is not a curtain drop. I always feel like I'm looking up somebody's dress when I watch that curtain come down. But maybe it's just me. Hey, you know what? I had a run-in at a bookstore recently with a cashier that was trying to save the planet. You know how people are always saying phrases like, don't eat the tuna, it's killing the dolphins. What about don't eat the tuna, it's killing the tuna? Why don't we start there? So we never hear, they kind of make these things up as they go. So I bought a book at Christmas time at a bookstore, and the cashier who was trying to save the planet, I said, would you mind wrapping it for me? And she says, are you going to kill a tree? Are you going to kill a tree? It's a bookstore. It's a tree cemetery. Wrap it, sack it, and nail the coffin shut on this one. Or I call the Sierra Club and you're closed by Arbor Day. So the other thing I'm uncomfortable with is that the bookstores are selling bookmarks for $1.25. What's wrong with that? If you use $1 for a bookmark, you save a quarter right there. And then they give you a receipt. You're basically getting a free bookmark. All right, we are ready to continue. Am I right? Yes. Okay. From his home in Bristol, Tennessee, he usually works on ice, but tonight he forgot his skates. He is one of the brightest shining stars in the galaxy of juggling. Put your hands together for Tommy Curtin.
Mr. Tommy Curtin.
Again for Tommy Curtin. It is now time for us to give a special award, the Historical Achievement Award. And if I could have the help of Karl-Heinz Ziethen. Is he here? He's one of the... He is? Can you make your way to the stage, sir? Do you have a spotlight you can share? There we go, sir. All right. Let's hear for Karl-Heinz Ziethen, one of the great historians of juggling. The Historical Achievement Award tonight is being presented to Ernest Montego, and he was born in Germany in 1931, is that correct? 36. Thank you, Ernest. And it's very important that we mention, Karl-Heinz Ziethen said that this is the very first juggler that he ever saw in his life. And without Ernest Montego, he would not have taken the interest in juggling, and it has changed his life. So with that, if we bring out Ernest Montego. And this is for his devotion and lifetime to the art of juggling and movement.
Thank you very much. You're very welcome. All right,
What to do for an encore? Thank you very much. This is a great honor. I'm thrilled. Thank you, IJA. Happy birthday. Thank you for everything you've done for juggling. Thank you, great family of jugglers. I love you all very much. Jeannie Rose promised us a great time, and it was a fantastic week. Incredible. And I'm looking forward to the future, to come back again and again, to participate. I couldn't juggle tonight because it's too early after surgery. I'm not ready, and I don't want to look bad. It's natural. All right. So I also want to mention my partner, Ann Rose. She was at my side for many years. And we started out together, and she retired. She said, well, at one point, she was tired, and she just stayed home. And I continued alone, but I got lucky, and I met my wife, Lorena, in South America, and she assists me now, and I'm very much in love, and I thank her very much. Okay.
You'll leave with us this way.
Okay. Last night we've seen the future. We've seen tremendous technique, great showmanship, the new generation of jugglers. And I'd like to introduce a dynamite kid, Vladik. He's on next.
Okay. Okay, very good. Melodic. The real question is, kid or machine? Well, we have an outstanding time. I think you will agree, one of the greatest public shows of all time. There are several people we do have to thank for that. I think specifically the staff here at the Byam Theater. Hundreds of cues. That includes Andy on the lights, Greg on music, Jill and Dave you saw on the spotlights, Becky's backstage, all under the direction of Perry Rubenfeld, our stern taskmaster, stage manager. Give them all a round of applause. The lovely Peggy, working her fingers to the bone. Well, we thank you all. I'll see you guys another 50 years from now when they invite me back. Please drive safely or ride the bus safely. We'll see you all at Club Renegade. Good night. There you go.